Pode ver?
Sim.
E tá escuro? E tá escuro ou não?
Não, tá bom.
Eu acho que tá escuro.
Amor, mostra algum objeto, porque a iluminação do lado
O
tá
quê?
boa.
O quê?
A iluminação tá boa pra mim. Tá good.
Não, pra mim tá escuro, não é?
Pra mim está bom. A sua câmera tá ótima. Dá pra ver.
Tá bom. Provavelmente você não. Na verdade, provavelmente. Você é você. Sempre falsa.
Ó, você vai me chamar de falsa? Na cara
Você falou
dura?
às vezes, sim, pode escuta tudo. Hey, Michael, thanks for joining. You'll see what kind of a random shit show we got going on here. Nothing but high class. It's the exact opposite of the Knife Junkie. He's got really nice production value and all that, and yeah, I absolutely do not. So that's how we roll. And I'm still literally setting up.
Pergunta pra ele, vê se tá bom a imagem. Já que eu sou
É
falsa.
difícil para te escutar.
Pergunta pra ele se a imagem está boa.
How's that? Is that better?
Hey, Marcos.
Oh gosh,
Hey,
something
Mitchell.
just happened. Oh wow, you've got all these default minimal bubble. What's this? I just selected something. Brand, color, logo, overlay. Whoa. Okay, I can do that. Oh, bubble. I see. Minimal. Let's see. Let's look at this. Yeah, I like bubble. It's not bad. Okay. Let's go with that. StreamYard overlay. Video clips. Oh, wow. Background. Leaves. Background. Seriously? I don't see any background. Okay. Oh, well. Let's see. And I just saw this whole tab. Hey there. You two in the same house? No. Some unboxing. What? Hey, Marcos. Hey, Michael. Okay. Hola, bellissima Mariana. Okay, so oh wait, I can do this. I can do this. Okay, so another one here. What is this? Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to do a whole big bunch of unboxings. So first of all, I just want to show you. This is from UPS. Look at this box. Look at how destroyed it is. I mean, it's practically open. Look at that. And they left it out front. You know, I literally, there was like some crackhead out in front of our gate yesterday. The day, the week before that, we had some tall blonde Russian junkie shooting up in front of our mailboxes. Like literally. So look at this. Look at the tape. Just wait, I'll show it from this direction. Look at how bad the tape job is. Look at that. I mean, look. It's basically already open. Okay, so this is the official unboxing knife. Hold on, let me see if I can switch this view to, if I can find my cursor, and I can't find my cursor. I cannot find my cursor. There it is. Let's go to this.
Amor, pega Spyroco na próxima. Quero Spyroco na tua mão.
Talvez.
Não.
Okay. Oh, wow, really? Looks pretty messed up. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So this is the unboxing knife. Frank Frazetta. Queen, Ghoul Queen. Boker, Excalibur 1. Front flipper. I'm going to, just do that. Look at that. See? Look at how bad that is. I mean, look at that. It's already open. So... you can see the state of the. Oh, interesting. First, they use this glue tape. See that? And that didn't work. And then they tried to retape it again. So it's almost like, see that? It's almost like the box was destroyed from the beginning. Oh, this is Blade HQ. Okay. So Blade HQ. This one's all destroyed. Look at that. See? I'm telling you, it's like water got inside here or something. Blade HQ Knife Life. See that? It's like all warped and it's almost like water got in here. See? Oh, okay. I didn't know this was so small. Do you guys know what this is? The Gerber Curve?
Oh,
Look at how tiny that is. I don't know how to explain how tiny that is. How do I... what's the size comparison I can do? I don't know. A carabiner clip? Here's a carabiner. Here's one of these, the small type carabiners. That's how small that is. So this is the Gerber Curve 7 tool multi-tool. I just kind of wanted to check out what that was like. This is for that Gerber free gift thing that they were doing. I was curious about the free gift. Okay, I got another one of these. These are discontinued, so every time I order something from Blade HQ, I just use this to fill up the cart for free shipping. So I've got like probably 4 or 5 of these now because I actually have the Exchanger Blade Gerber saw. What do we got here? Oh yeah, the splice. I wanted to check that out, see what that's like. So instead of being a multi-tool with pliers, it's scissors. So make sure I'm not missing anyone's comments here. Hey, Jan. Thanks. Okay. I didn't get anything on Knife Day, so this is exciting. Cool. I'm glad. Yeah, National Knife Day was a huge letdown. There wasn't really anything that special. There was nothing really that special on sales. There was definitely nothing all that special in terms of giveaways, like in terms of like free gifts for ordering. Yeah, so it was pretty forgettable. Unlike last year, they had incredible stuff. I might have shipped, yeah, no kidding, through the hurricane. Okay. Yeah, you guys are all right. You really didn't miss out on anything. I just used this National Knife Day as an opportunity to finally buy a bunch of Gerber stuff because I wanted to get the Gerber, the Kydex tray. I know it's ridiculous that I do that. That goes to show you what an absolute victim I am of marketing. I'm such. I fall for every sale. I fall for every little giveaway. I've bought so much Gerber stuff just trying to get their free stuff. Like one time I bought a bunch of Gerber stuff to get the free Velcro patch, which I don't even want. Like it's so dumb. This is the Gerber Keynote. If you guys know what this is, I already have one of these. I got the other color. I actually like these things. They're pretty cool. It's the I'll do an unboxing on this later, but the Keynote is a very creative way of attaching a very nondescript looking knife. I've carried that into stores and used it to open stuff when I needed to. And, I didn't feel like flipping open a knife, and I'd carry it like on like my backpack strap and stuff. Very useful. It's definitely a discreet looking knife. You cannot tell it's a knife at all, for sure. So let's see. I feel like this is something pretty big. What is this? What is this? Oh yeah, I got this this big the tri-tip mini cleaver and sheath, the gear rag, so this bandana here, plus the what is this? The Devour, the multi-fork. I actually already have one of these Devours, but what was interesting was this was almost the same price as just getting the tri-tip. And the tri-tip is Gerber's always doing 7CR. They just do not make themselves look good by doing that. People are fed up with 8CR as it is, and then they do 7CR. For them, it might make financial sense because that one single CR multiplied by millions of units might make them, another $1 million. So maybe it's worth it for them because they do such huge volume. Cutting small corners for a company that does huge volume might very well make a difference for them financially, but it doesn't do well for the reputation, So here's some of the graphics on the back. People actually really like this tri-tip. This is a point I keep wanting to make about Gerber. I know it's easy to hate on Gerber, and I totally get why. I'm not going to disagree with that. But one thing you can say is Gerber is very, 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 very much putting a lot of effort into their intellectual property. Stuff like the keynote, stuff like their, like this tri-tip was a clever idea. People love the flat iron. So they come up with creative things that only they do, I use their gear tether all the time. This thing here. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's on my flashlight now. So I carry my flashlight. Oh, God, there it is. So this is the gear tether, which is nothing but just a fancy keychain loop. And like a lot of their gear, very overpriced. But again, if it's such a simple idea, why doesn't anybody else do it? Literally, I don't know anyone else that's doing it. And this is, I keep my flashlight on here so I don't lose it. Let me catch up with...
Amor, aquilo é machado?
O quê?
Aquilo que você mostrou é machado?
Não, isso não. É faca para... Como se diz? Usa o tradutor. É esse tipo de faca. Cleaver. Usa tradutor. Eu não sei.
Para cozinha?
Para cozinhar, sim.
Eu conheço essa palavra.
Mais do tipo de faca de cozinha, né?
Sim. Cleaver. Eu conheço essa palavra.
Let's see what else I got in here. Oh, okay. So speaking of gear tethers, this is the Defender large tether. Now, what's different about the large tether is that this one actually has a lock. Yeah, see, I can't even pull it out because this one has this rocker here on the side that locks it and then unlocks it. See? And then lock. So, hold on. Yeah, why can't I? Okay, there. So this is the small tether, which does not have that locking feature. They call it an anchor line, tip control, carabiner releases tension and maximizes utility. I have no idea what does that even mean. Tip control, carabiner releases tension and maximizes utility. What the hell does that even mean? The Defender tether offers a carabiner designed to fit on finger, for intuitive control, and a patented line vise on each side for secure tension relief. Line is protected by an override lockout system, and the tool is easily carried on straps, belts, or waders with wide body flexible clip. Fish, 4-function, side release lock, corrosion resistant with anodized aluminum. Rinse with fresh water and dry thoroughly. Lubricate moving parts regularly. Split rings, tip control carabiner to release tension and secure gear. So I guess they're saying that this, see, it does fit in your finger. So I guess that's what they're saying is intuitive. Again, I mean, this thing is sorely overpriced, but again, nobody else is making it. And professional anglers and fishermen swear by this gear. They put all their fishing gear on this. As you can see, I'm using it to make sure I don't lose track of my flashlight. That would be a very costly mistake if I were to lose that.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, I knew there was one more thing in here. This is an example of something that Gerber does that I absolutely love. This is their GDC Zip Blade, right? So this thing is a frame lock, basically like a Warncliffe sheep's foot type blade shape, but it's a zipper pull. You attach it to your zipper. I've attached it to my cell phone, so that I always have it on my cell phone. Right now, you know what? As a matter of fact, I don't even know where mine is right now. I know I attached it to something else because it used to be on my cell phone, and then I attached it to my something else. Now I don't even know where it is, which is kind of why I got a second one, because I knew that one day I'd need another one, and I do want to attach it. I originally bought it for my motorcycle jacket. So anyway, I mean, again, this is what they don't. Oh yeah, 3 CR13. But again, 3 CR13 for a tiny little blade might be exactly, might be appropriate in terms of if they're able to save us money. I think that goes into their pocket because these things aren't that cheap. I mean, it's probably, I don't know, $10-ish. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I get it. It's probably not. Anyway, they make a good profit on these. But 3 CR13 is more than enough for a tiny, tiny, tiny little blade like this. And I can't tell you how many times I've used this knife, especially when it's connected to my cell phone and I don't carry like a full-blown EDC thing into somewhere. Dang it. Getting blown up. What's this? Getting blown up. Got to make a phone call. Oh, okay, yeah. No worries. See you in a bit.
Isso parece pendrive.
Isso.
Que é isso?
É pra isso. É como assim, entendeu? Como você diz isso?
Zipper.
É, sim, é pra zipper. Entendeu?
Uhum.
Não?
Yes, I understand. Yo capisco. Aqui é bilíngue.
Okay.
E essa gatinha?
I'm pretty sure this is the... Okay.
Você com cabelo solto, aí eu tô assim, e essa gatinha?
Ah, gatinha, gatinho.
É Kitty.
Exportável.
My Kitty.
She's calling me gatinha. In Brazilian Portuguese, when someone is good looking, you call them a cat. A pussy, as it were.
Ai, começou a putaria.
See, the action on this thing is dope. Okay, yeah, that I was exactly right. So another sticker, and this, just so you guys see that you didn't miss out, this was the free gift from Blade HQ. I mean, that.
Oh.
I mean, how lame is that? I mean, it's a funny shirt. What are you alpacing? Get it? An alpaca. It's like a type of llama from Central, or it's from the Andes Mountains. It was the only animal that was domesticated in the New World. Unlike pigs, sheep, cows, etc., which drove the agricultural revolution, etc., led to civilization as we understand it today. Anyway, blah blah blah. But anyway, the Blade HQ, this was their free giveaway for National Knife Day. I mean, it's just not that big of a deal. Like, I don't even wear t-shirts, so that happened. Oh, okay, but here's the Gerber Kydex tray. It's way smaller than I expected, but let's compare it to, so last year, I think this was for National Knife Day last year. I can't remember, or maybe it was Christmas. I don't remember. But SMKW gave away their version of their free gift was these leather. Again, this is genuine leather, so it's part leather, part plastic. So see the SMKW. This was their valet tray, but it's like a travel tray. You see, because you can flatten it out, carry it, and then when you go somewhere, you know. So the dimensions are. So the Gerber tray is admittedly a little bit bigger, but you know, so as you can see, depth-wise, this is deeper. This one has these little things in it, so you can somewhat separate stuff. It's thinner plastic than I expected. It's supposed to be real Kydex, and it's got some interesting texture. But I mean, it's, as you can see. Can you see the flex? It's a lot thinner than I expected. I was expecting it to be very stiff. But hey, Z-Man, you got one of those shirts too? Okay. Okay, yeah. You said you have one Gerber knife. What do you have? The paraframe? I mean, I don't mean that as a joke, and I certainly don't mean it as an insult. I mean, so many people started with the Gerber paraframe. Look, that's more high end than me. My first sort of modern knife, it was a Gerber, but it was like a $5 Gerber. It wasn't even the paraframe, you know. It was just some really crappy, but a very tall blade. I did like it, and losing that knife is what traumatized me into this round of, because you know, once I lost that knife in a move, I decided, okay, now I'm going to research, you know, my EDC blade, and then that's when I went down this rabbit hole. Shark belly. I'm not sure. Shark belly. Oh, the shark belly. That's a new knife from I think just last year or the year before. Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet. Do you like the shark belly? Like I said, the shark belly is one of those types of things that, you know, nobody else is doing. They, you know, I even like their what is it they call it, the wingtip. I think that's a cool looking knife. The jukebox is a cool looking knife. I mean, I don't think you can be mad at them. I think they do creative stuff. They absolutely, I think, do creative stuff. I don't think that we should dismiss them so easily. You know, again, if you don't want to get their stuff, no worries. Don't get their stuff, obviously. But they do stuff that other people don't, that I want. Like this. This has bailed me out so many times. These two have bailed me out so many times when whipping out a knife would just not be appropriate. LOL, I've been lurking. I got a few Gerbers. I carried one of their assisted models for years, exactly, before I got into EDC and went down the rabbit hole. See? Everyone has a Gerber at one point, and it's good enough that we don't end up hating knives because of it. My Gerber that I had, I mean, the centering was so awful. I didn't know about centering and tightening pivots or anything. It started rubbing eventually, which I didn't even care at the time because it still worked. You know, I didn't mind that it started rubbing. I didn't realize, I think at the time, looking back on it, I just needed to tighten the pivot, you know, but again, I didn't really have a concept of that or just barely did. Actually, maybe I did. I mean, it might not have even been a Torx bit. I think it was such a crappy, cheap Gerber, and this is, you know, a while ago. It was such a crappy, cheap Gerber that it might have literally just had like a flathead screw to tighten it, you know. I know Emerson does that, but he does it on purpose, you know. So I'm going to keep going with the unboxings. So, you know, again, say what you want about Gerber. I agree with all of it, all of the criticisms. I agree with it. But I don't think people are telling you the complete story. There's too much knife snobbery. See, every community, every subculture in the society has its own discourse that gets overly skewed to the expert or to the snob. So like, let's take wine. You know, wine connoisseurs. Oh, that wine is terrible. No, it's not. There's literally, scientifically, there's no such thing as a bad wine. Because in the 70s, UC Davis did a vast and robust scientific experiment where, given the conditions, they figured out the exact formula on how to get, at best, decent wine. At the very least, you're going to have decent wine. It can be a terrible year. You'll still get, at the worst, you'll get decent wine, right? Depending on the climatic conditions. They figured it out, all of it. They gave the exact formula on how to compensate for the non-perfect growing season for wine, right? So again, with knives, it's in our snobbery that we say, oh, that is so insufficient. I in the clothing industry, there's this guy, there's this Mexican cat that worked at this one place we did business, one of our vendors, and he had this, assisted Gerber. It was beat to shit. I mean, it was barely functioning anymore, but it worked for him. It absolutely worked for him. Oh, okay, back. Welcome back. And let's see. It's a very light lockback in 420HC. Yeah, and that's the other thing too is 420HC is, obviously it's not the greatest steel in the world, but think how long it's worked for the Buck 110. I mean, nothing is more proven than 420HC in terms of it has withstand the test of time. Obviously, Buck's Boss heat treat, really steps it up to a different level. I had a Gator back in the day, I think. Yeah, the Gerber Gator. I won that from a channel, which is, it should be right here. Yeah. Is this one here? The Gerber Gator. And here's another perfect example. The Gator people love the Gator grip. Now, the only criticism I've heard of the Gator grip is after a long time, adverse weather conditions and heavy use, it does start to fall apart again. But in the end, almost everything will fall apart. I just realized he's got the thumb disc on there. So the action on it is excellent, right? The Gerber Gator gets good marks. I mean, beautiful looking clip point blade. This is
Fica mais
considered...
perto da câmera pra gente ver.
Okay?
Aproxima mais perto da lente da câmera pra gente ver, muito longe.
Isso.
Mas, sim, amor, mostra sim as coisas. Isso. Isso, amor. Vira,
So
mostra.
was this the Gerber Gator that you had, the lockback?
So cool. So cool. Eu não consigo pronunciar isso aí.
I mean, obviously, I do not like lockbacks just in today's day and age. And then it also has a half stop, which is itself kind of weird. But that's probably a good safety feature. For the old school guys, I think they love this lockbacks, because they're used to the Buck 110. I was considering using this as my hiking day knife because it's got a pouch, and I'm wondering if a pouch maybe might be better than carrying like a pocket carry to keep my pockets empty. And I just think it might be more practical to have your EDC when you're hiking to be on a pouch. I'm wondering just for the ruggedness and accessibility and practicality. I don't know. If you guys have opinions on that, go ahead and comment below. And I once again lost track of my unboxing knife as usual, which I always do. Okay, here it is. Now let's keep going. I know I keep showing my address. I mean, which is probably not a good idea considering other people can show their address, and I'm sure it probably doesn't matter. But just think of the level of tourism. I mean, there's a very good chance that people will actually come to Hollywood. I live a couple blocks from the Chinese Theater and the Walk of Stars. So I live like one block away from the Elvis and Beatles star.
Dá uma lida nos comentários.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, you don't think that was it? Well, when you say Gerber Gator, the Gerber Gator is actually just the name of the grip. As you can see, it was that gator skin. So you've got the Gerber Gator with that's the axe. So I have all that stuff. Gerber Gator Machete, Machete Junior. So this is the Gerber Gator lockback. So yeah, you definitely may have had some sort of Gerber Gator something, but I'm not sure what it was that you had. I'd go along with the pouch idea. Okay, cool. Thanks for your feedback on that. Yeah. I think it might be more practical. And with that thumb stud, it's one hand opening, so I don't have to like risk my life because I have to open it with two hands, which, yeah, I definitely don't want to do. Okay, here we go. Kershaw capsule. You guys, this is the Jens Anso knife. Ever since this came out, or that I noticed that it came out, I've been wanting to check it out because it's a manual OTF. It's not an automatic OTF, but it's a manual OTF, and I've been so curious to check it out. Very, very deep pocket clip, a lanyard loop type thing there, kind of a Tron type, looks like aluminum. Is this aluminum or is this? No, it's plastic, but it does have stainless steel. Okay, and then so it's got, this is how much spring there is in the button. I don't know if you can see. It's got quite a bit of spring.
Ela é botão. Isso é um canivete.
É tipo de canivete, sim. It's got a pretty decent grind. It's got a swedge on top, a false edge over here. I wonder if they heat treated that side and whether you could actually, but it's perfect for that. So I have large glove size hands, so it's a 3-finger knife. Okay, so definitely blade play, which is inevitable with OTFs. You always get blade play. Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. It's got smooth action, pretty smooth action. You know, lots of blade play. Can you hear that? So definitely lots of blade play, but that's a fun little shape. I'm going to consider that almost a money clip knife. That's quite close to a money clip knife. It's also very discreet. I mean, that barely looks like a knife. And not only does it not look like a knife, when you do pull it out, it's very reminiscent of, you know, utility blades. Again, pretty unassuming. So this is somewhat gentleman's carry as well, I'd say. Okay. Before I knew the term EDC, my flashlight and Leatherman were in pouches. Yeah. Mine was all keychain carry. Before the whole EDC concept, I carried a mini mag light and a classic SD. That was kind of through high school and college. My EDC was a classic SD, what they called back then the mini mag light, and a space pen. That was my EDC. Yeah, it was grippy, but I don't recall it being that big. This was almost 30 years ago. Okay, yeah. Gerber had a completely different lineup, and I don't know if the Gator grip is 30 years old. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it is. I didn't know it was that old. That would be shocking if it were. But yeah, I mean, 30 years ago, there weren't that many people in the game. You know, there was Gerber. In terms of civilian use EDC, you know, Ontario barely had stuff out, you know, otherwise it was, 30 years ago, it was like, you know, Camillus, you know, traditional folders, that type of thing. I mean, yeah, there wasn't the type of EDC scene that there was today. What is this? Oh, okay, I know what this is.
Cadê?
This is by the way, this is all corn, and it's edible, and I'm not going to eat it, but I mean...
Eu pensei que era outra faca.
Isso é como se diz?
Isopor.
Huh?
Isopor. Isopor.
Isopor.
Yes, of course.
I mean, I'm glad that they're using biodegradable corn now. So I got this, and look at it bounce. Look at it bouncing around everywhere. That's just a mess. I hate it when packaging is. Look at this.
Hey,
It's just bouncing around everywhere.
Winchester. Amor, chegou um monte de gente na
Winchester.
live.
Oh, hey, Peter. Hey, Christine, Peter. Okay.
Hey,
Oh, there we go.
Christine.
Look. Yeah, exactly. The here we go. I'm trying to. How did it's skipping out on me? I want to post. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Mini Mac AAA and ska camping. Yeah, exactly. Totally. Wow, you remember all that? Oh, sack camping. Okay, I thought you were like ska. Like, hey, it's the 90s and ska is big. But yeah, that was my thing. The mini mag light. And boy, the LED lights of today just put those mag lights to shame, don't they? Man, I rocked the mag light forever. Yep. Now I don't even know where it is. Got these OLED. Yeah, me too. Now I have OLEDs, and it just makes me wonder. I mean, those huge 5-cell mag lights, those things barely amount to like the little keychain flashlights these days with the LED technology. Hey, thanks for joining in, guys. Okay. Wait, where are we at?
Hey, Ed.
Okay. So this is the K-Bar Ladyfinger. It's the TDI. This is the, what is it? The Tactical Defense Institute, I think is what it's called. So the Tactical Defense Institute paired up with K-Bar to make their knives. I have like the plastic Zytel one. I don't have any of their fixed blade ones, the metallic ones. I don't think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that because I don't. Does anyone have so many knives they don't remember if they have something or not? It's like constantly. You can buy any knife or you can own a K-Bar. So there's that. So I can't stand that this packaging just completely fell apart. Whoa, hey, look at that. So I don't know why like none of it is attached. So here's just a crappy plastic clip. Not super impressed so far. Oh, that's pretty cool. Looks like you can put it in either side, which is interesting. Why this is so flimsy is beyond me. What were they thinking with this design? Is it missing something? So I guess it's supposed to be in there. Why is it? Anyway. So here's the ladyfinger.
Oh.
Something feels wrong with these scales. What is that? Or is that my janky thumb? Anyway, so let's see how it is in. Não, é faca. É
Não,
faca.
o cabo. O cabo que você estava
para defesa. Só para defesa.
Ah, sim.
E não para nada outra, para defesa. Isso é para polícia.
Ah, é? Sério?
É, mas isso é para mulheres. É muito pequeno para mulheres.
Amor.
So
preciso.
It's just a 3-finger there. And I like stuff that's super huge or super tiny. That's why I don't like mid-sized anything. I like super tiny because that means it's extra concealable. And then super huge because super huge is funny. So, wow, the retention is fantastic. I'm surprised. So, yeah, is really fantastic. So
Muito.
I guess you can flip that sideways. Hey, that's and see how much smaller that is than the regular push dagger. Are these considered push daggers as well? Anyway, it's not even a dagger because it's only single edged, which I don't know. Something this small needs to be double edged, in my opinion. Furthermore, that's too small to do any serious damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would not want to be on the business end of this, but to be assured to do serious lethal damage, you need, I mean, a minimum of 3 inches. This is not even, oh, I left my ruler over there. Here we go. This is not even 2 inches. This is 1.75 inches. The blade part is only 1.5 inches. The blade part is only 1.5 inches. So this is more of a get away from me, not a I'm gonna kill you knife. You know, I mean, you'd have to get someone right in the jugular. You'd have to hit a main artery. But I don't think you can puncture the best blade into the heart with this little bit of knife. But you know, it's cute, and cute means something to me anyway. These are okay. It comes with a Torx wrench and additional screws. So I'm assuming, you know, that's to flip the clip. So right now, I guess it's done this way. It's almost like a boot knife, even, you know. So if you were to put it this way and put it in like this could be a boot knife. This could absolutely be a boot knife, a very concealable one.
Pequeno e discreto.
Limited warranty. Okay, I'm gonna have to catch up on some of these comments. Sorry, like a dragonfly flicks blade. That's funny. Okay, let me try and catch up here. Let's see.
Aqui tem raça de comentário.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, but don't police still run the big mags, probably for baton purposes? What I've been told, Michael, about that is actually it started becoming a problem because they carried those big mag lights, and yes, they were ultimately batoning people with it, and it started becoming a serious issue because a lot of people were being maimed and killed, and so increasingly already before the whole, you know, old light revolution, they started increasingly getting police away from the gigantic flashlights, and they started getting them to use smaller and smaller flashlights because it was getting to be an issue that they were sort of overly enthusiastic about, you know, batoning the hell out of people with their flashlights. I'll allow it. Okay. Those D battery flashlights are great for security work, though. Great baton. Yeah, exactly. But again, it was being, I think there was considered, they were maybe being overly used. I wouldn't want to get hit with one of those motherfuckers. Yeah, no kidding. Because the other problem was those big D batteries, the density of those things. I think that was a big part of it too. One of my coworkers, one of those massive mag lights. They still do, though. I mean, do they still make those gigantic ones? We have about 300 knives combined. It's always hard to remember what we have. Yeah, exactly. So I completely lost joke. Nope, that would hurt. D batteries are no joke. Yeah, exactly. That I think that was creating a big part of it. I still remember all mine, but I'm so in that range. Okay, yeah. I think once you reach, I think about 100 and beyond is when you really start losing it. I'm thinking about getting that K-bar fixed blade, the one that looks like a wrench. Oh yeah, it doesn't look like a wrench. It literally is a wrench. They really literally took a wrench and made a knife out of it. I haven't gotten it yet because it's very heavy, because it's literally made from a wrench. So it's made from tool steel, and it's just obnoxiously heavy. So there is an LED lens kit for. Oh, that's it. Brings them up to my. You're right. There is. That's right. I forgot about that. The kit costs more than the light. I'm sure it does. brutal. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Okay, like a dragonfly fixed blade. I know, right? Actually, it's smaller than the dragonfly. Wait, is it? I think the dragonfly is slightly bigger. Oh, here's that flashlight saved me and my best friends while working a party in Oakland. Oh, yeah, I didn't know you were in Oakland. I lived in Oakland for years. Found ourselves fighting off over 20 gang members. Oh my God, Road Maglite 11. Wow, that's amazing. So you had one of those huge ones, and you're just swinging for the fences. That I got the chills. I literally got goosebumps thinking about it. That is super duper gnarly. Are you still in Oakland? Because Unionize and the Therapeutic Edge, they're in the Bay Area as well. So I've been questioning if I should try a live myself, having just started my channel, but hanging out here makes me want to. Oh yeah, go for it. Right? Why not? Go live. Tiny and stabby, yes, very stabby, but very very tiny. Okay, sorry, I'm catching up on things here. Okay, trying to catch up, and I lost track. Here we go. Is this Hollywood Tactical or some kind of photographer? That hair is flowing. Is that a smoke detector battery calling for help? Yes, it is. Nothing I do will make it go away. I buy a brand new battery and it continues to do that. And so, yes. And also, it's kind of an LA thing, I feel like, because a whole bunch of my friends, when I call them up, it's like, beep. I don't know what it is with smoke detectors in LA. I think it's the heat, because I feel like heat makes batteries not, function at their maximum. And, it being at the top, I feel like it's just a constant thing. I have so many friends who have, mine got so bad in the bedroom, we disconnected it. In the other bedroom, there was nothing we could do, and it just would not stop. Just go for it. You have to start somewhere. Good. Yeah, I agree. Marcos, we all carried mag lights. They were multifunction billy clubs. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let down your hair. Yeah, Hollywood, let down your hair. Oh, good Lord. I'm going to hear Rapunzel jokes now. Good, I'm not the only one that heard it. No. Honestly, it's gotten to the point I don't even hear it anymore. I just remember that we do indeed have that problem.
Jogue suas tranças de mel. Rapunzel.
Damn, Hollywood, I've got serious hair envy. Oh, stop it. Didn't you say you used to have long hair way back in the day? Peter? Oh, yeah, that's a concussion at the least. Absolutely. Do you have a low battery when you smoked it? Yeah, exactly. Now they use their pistol lights to see, which is even more dangerous. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, about the whole 21 feet rule. And I think that 21 feet. So the idea is, according to FBI and lots of studies, as far as we know, within 21 feet, if your pistol is holstered, the advantage goes to the guy with the knife, because, it would take a ludicrous amount of training and preparation for you to be able to unholster, and then if it's not already, cocked or whatever, that the person with the knife usually wins. The problem is, cops take that into mind. They're coming with their pistol drawn, cocked, and on target, and so when someone comes at them with a knife, just bam, they shoot them. And it's like, I don't know if you know the term officer assisted suicide. It's just we've got to have a different way. If someone's coming at you with a knife, you've already got your pistol drawn, you've got time. They're even heavier. Oh, really? They're even heavier than before? Hey, Hawaii Knife and Gear, thanks for joining us. It's still early for you, huh? It's a maintenance guy. That beep's going to drive me nuts. Oh, goodness. Okay. I hope it doesn't keep going. Like I said, I just don't even hear it anymore because it's in the hallway. When carried with the butt on the shoulder, that light is too easy to strike with. Oh, yeah. You just kind of carry it like this and whack. Okay. And I think I'm getting caught up here.
Amor, tem tanto comentário.
Gosh, comments. I can't keep up with them. Let's see.
Ó
Oh,
quem chegou.
wait a second. Oh, you're driving home. Okay, hold on. I lost track. Here we go.
Vai selecionando os comentários, amor. Tem...
I work for an electrical construction company. I feel the same way.
Uhum.
Okay. And Marcos is not too far away from us. Oh, okay. I didn't know you guys already knew. Driving home, it was good to see you guys. And as long as I'm not the only one, I know, right? With that smoke detector. Smog. Yeah, that's what it is. Smog detector. That's it. I just found out 1 minute knife was 15 from a small world. 1 minute knife review. Winchester, where are you? Remind me, because I always are you in Arizona? Because I keep mistaking 1 minute night review, and I keep thinking that he's in California, but I'm pretty sure I keep getting that wrong. That's the only way I remember it, is that I keep getting it wrong. So when I was young, I had very long hair. Yeah, so I carry pew pew, but no light on it. Its light is separate. Oh, okay. Do you think you would get epistolite? Would you? Look at this. When I was young, I had very short hair, because Grateful Panic, that if he does lives regularly, he's got very long hair too. Is that if the knife holder is running at you? Right, all of the above. I mean, that's the whole point. The knife runner would be running at you. And if your pistol is holstered, according to the FBI, basically within 21 feet, it usually goes to the guy with the knife. Because high intensity, high intensity, tension, stress, adrenaline, loss of fine motor control. Usually you can cover that distance very quickly with a knife. Once I feel that he won't murder me, I'll ask him to hang out maybe. Okay. I think. Oh goodness, I'm losing ground to you guys. I can't keep up. Now I'm hungry. Okay, what happened?
Ai, eu também tô com fome.
Okay.
Por que seu quarto ficou escuro? Estranho.
Grapefruit panic. Oh, that's why. Okay. Mr. Peter. A theory public edge. Oh, a theory public edge as opposed to therapeutic edge. Okay. Okay. 2 consecutive lives and no hello sounds like 1,000 subs has changed some. Oh, hey John, things change, man. Hey, more money, more problems, bro. Getting too big over here. Now you have to move, Winchester. Your property values will drop. Oh, okay, you're in South Texas. Oh, so 1 minute knife review is in Texas. See, I keep mixing that up. I don't know, man. That sounds like grounds for unsubbing. I know, right? All right, everybody go unsub Grateful Panic right now. Quick. All 5 people watching this live. Okay, look. He's gotten big time, like Casey. Like, okay. Some more what's up, GP. Okay, let's see what he's got to say. I see not your name above Winchester. I was totes unawares of your presence. Yeah. Okay. And unless the guy with the gun is well trained, knife wins within 20 feet. Right. Again, it takes a lot of training and preparedness, and you can't get caught on your heels either. Even if you're really, really well trained. I mean, because when people there's a couple of channels that have tested this as well. Those are, once again, not realistic tests, because it's like, okay, we're going to set the timer, ready, set, go. You're ready for that. That does not constitute a test. You've got to be, in order to do a more real world test, you have to maybe start with a blindfold and not know which direction he's coming from. And then once they hit the beeper, you have to rip the blindfold off to find out where's the attack coming from. Because that would be about the amount of time that you'd know someone's rushing at you with a knife if it were the case. They'd have to do something else to handicap the pistol carriers to make it more real world relevant. Don't bother keeping up. We're all talking nonsense.
Ai,
I know.
mas,
Well, I'm trying to get to the relevant stuff. So fun
amor, o
watching.
que que vocês estão falando?
I know.
O que que vocês estão
Howdy,
falando?
juxtaposing ninja. Oh gosh, and you guys are going nuts with these names. Okay, brutal. Okay, next thing you know, he's starting a knife company. Oops. Oh, you know, I don't think I'm gonna. What's this say? Yeah, it's hard to watch chat. The moment can be gone
Água.
quick. Yeah, no kidding. I'm going backwards. Blindfold, kinky. Yeah, you know, I'm into that. Stop it, Christine. Okay. All right. So I'm officially caught up now, and I'm going to, well, no grapefruit and pancake. Okay, now I see where the grapefruit came from. But I found some grapes and cheese. Okay, he assumes it's relevant stuff. Yeah, it is relevant. It's relevant to what these chats are all about. Just nonsensory, not nonsense fuckery. You know. Okay, but I've got tons more. So let's keep going. So this doesn't take forever. You know, I've already done the unboxing knife, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. And let's see. I explained to her in Portuguese. I was telling her like this is not a utility knife. It's not for anything but self-defense. But I'm going to just prove my own words wrong. And let's see if it... Oh, hey, very slicey. So good on K-Bar for a decent factory grind. Yeah, factory grind's perfectly good. More than good, yeah. And then, yeah. Okay, so I was wrong. This is absolutely utilitarian. I mean, how can a knife not be, right? A knife is a knife is a knife, right? But that canting of the blade forward, you know, for the self-defense thing, actually makes it incredibly practical for utility. So I was wrong. I mean, you could totally EDC this and use it for packaging. I mean, admittedly, it's a little overly aggressive to open some packaging, but I just proved myself wrong. That's even more practical than a knife that comes out, you know, straight, because then the ergos are not quite as good. I mean, the ergos on this thing are fantastic. Seriously, it's freaking great. Okay, I don't know what I got, guys. Just so you know, I don't remember at all. I never remember what I buy. It's only after I open. It's like, oh yeah, I got this. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's see if I can. Yep, do it with one hand. Yeah, I can. Okay, once again, great packaging. It's just completely destroyed right there. And I do not know what I got.
Isso é uma espada. Deve ser uma manchete.
Probably something really goofy. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be something really goofy, because if it's like under $20, especially like $10, $15 range, I'm pretty much going to get it, you know, no matter how goofy, because at that price range, it's worth it just for the laughs. Yep. Okay, I was right. It's something goofy as heck, because something this large I wouldn't buy, because anything worthwhile this large is going to be expensive. You know, just because it's more material, right? More steel, etc. I knew it was going to be something goofy, because something this large, I would never pay more than, you know, very much for. I think I paid like $10 for this. It's one of those master cutlery type brands. This is going to be hilarious. Okay.
Nossa, olha o tamanho disso. Wow.
Fortunately, it's got a button thing for the sheath. You know, one of these ridiculously cheap. Oh, it's so cheap. Look at it. It's like completely thrashed. See that? See that bubble there? Incredibly cheap. Look at that. Single stitch there. So that's going to detach within one go. Incredibly thin, cheap little shoulder strap thing. It does have a very large belt loop. I mean, imagine putting that on your belt. Yay, zombie sword. Yay, I'm so happy. Happy. Oh, God. Okay.
No.
Okay, so for some reason, there are these like technical looking cutouts, and then like sort of Sawback, sort of Jimping, but neither. Oh, but there's Jimping here. Let's see. They've got this cord wrap thing, but there is some sort of core. Can you see that? So there is a swell to it, which is surprisingly. I mean, that's an attention to detail that I would not have expected. Look at that serration. Is that all right? I'm just so happy now. Why would you do that? Anyway, it's got a toothy edge. It's got a pretty decent point. The blade stock is not that thick. Can you see the flex?
No.
It's a pretty significant amount of flex. Made in China, unsurprisingly, and it's officially nameless stainless steel. And it does have this like black coating on it. I'm pretty sure this was like, I think it was like $10, $12. It was on sale. It was cheap, and then it was also on sale. I'm really pissed off about this, though. See that? See that huge bubble there? That probably corresponds with... No, it doesn't, in fact, correspond with that. So, I don't know. It's just probably this plastic that got warped down there somehow. But, so this is my official zombie sword, apparently. I think they called it something like Fantasy Machete, I think it was called. Look at this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Ai, meu Deus.
So, let's see.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that considering it's a perfect square, it goes in either way. But yeah, see.
Amor, isso é uma espada? É uma imitação de espada?
I don't know if that was put in there on purpose or not. Oh.
Amor, isso é uma imitação de uma espada?
É tipo de espada, sim.
Não, não é tipo não, porque espada
machete,
não é
quase machete. See, now it's not even. See, now it's not going in past that finger guard there. See, is that how it's supposed to be? Yeah, I can't tell. Maybe that is how it's supposed to be. And let's see what the retention is like. Non-existent. So 0 retention. So you got to put this thing on to have it have any retention. And let's see. It's still going to struggle with retention, I think. Yeah, so you can still see. And look at it. You could choke up on it in case you want to use those serrations to carve out pieces of zombie skin for your scientific experiments. So it comes with this fancy box, everybody. So don't forget to get your fantasy, no name, nameless stainless steel, fantasy machete. And it's not even in zombie green, with this horrid strap. I mean, that strap just is never going to hold. I think I'm going to put this on the wall because it makes me happy. It makes me happy. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. How funny is that? Oops. Hey, back here. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what other crap I got. Oh my God, that's it? Oh, here we go. Oh, CRKT, just in case. Oh, it's the minimalist. Okay, I remember this now. Yay! Okay, so I have the minimalist gears, which is glow in the dark. When I first saw this, the blue Cthulhu, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Cthulhu. I didn't know it was, I loved it, and I was like, ooh, I'd love to get that. I was like, but then again, it's not glow in the dark. Turns out it is. So that's why I snatched it as soon as I realized it was, in fact, glow in the dark. So here's the moment of truth, everybody.
Oh, eu não sabia que o azul ficava neon.
Hold on. Yeah, it's even less glow in the darky than the green one, but it does. You can see for a little while. Can you see that?
Oh,
can you tell?
I like.
Yeah, just for a few seconds. Can you kind of tell?
Dá pra ver.
This is even less glow in the darky than the green one. So there's Cthulhu. You know, the thing is, you're going to have to safe queen this, because if that kit comes off, which it looks like it would, it's no longer Cthulhu. You know what I mean? Then it's just a regular old blade. And that would be a shame. And I believe these are, what, 3 CR13 or 5 CR13? Let me see. Minimalist Foltz design. It doesn't say, but I think it's a 5 CR13. Good retention, no rattle. Let's see. I don't think the cord. No, it's the paracord itself is not. It's not glow in the dark. But there you go. Glow in the dark.
Nossa,
glow,
muito
baby,
neon.
glow. Okay, so
Olha.
I'll show you the other. Can you see right over there? That's the. Can you see on the other side the green minimalist? Can you see that? And that's a hammer. That's from UST. So far, I like all the UST stuff I've gotten. I think they make pretty cool, very inexpensive camping gear, survival gear. Okay, here's a new cartoon. How to survive when trapped in a submerged car. Hold your breath and hope for the best. Force the door open with your feet. Use an M16 to cut your seatbelt and break the window. Oh, this one's not even a joke. I mean, it's kind of a joke, but, you know, not that much of a joke. Like, halfway serious, because it is partially serrated. So here's the clip. I always put that on so that I can actually sort of like appendix carry / scout carry. I do like that style of carry. So there's the newest glow in the dark. So one of my sub collections is, you know, I sub collect pink knives. Yes, Christine, I do like pink knives. And I know you don't like pink knives, but I do. And the other sub collection that I like is glow in the dark knives. So I do like glow in the dark knives, just for the pure gimmick of it. I mean, it just kind of takes me back to childhood. What on earth is this? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, guys, Tops. Here we go. Tops knives. This is the Base Camp Parang, the SMKW exclusive with the micarta handles. This is a real Parang, as opposed to, I got the $20 marbles Parang, and then I got the $10 UST Parang. So this is going to be my actual real Parang. So let's see how this performs. Here we go. Let's use the weakest knife here to open the toughest knife. Oh, look at, they even have a ventilation hole. That's interesting. Oh, I'm surprised. This thing's pretty slicey. Wow. That went right through that plastic. Well, and I've definitely lost control of the comments, so I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with the comments. Let me just get through all the unboxing stuff first. Dangle sheath, very good, with 2 buttons, so that's pretty secure. Very thick. However, this is that genuine leather, so this will probably start to peel. Oh, this isn't. This is actual. This is pretty decent leather. Can you see the swivel there? And then it's got this sort of thing. So I don't know if you can use that for appendix carry or not. I'm not sure. Oh, I know. That's the retention. Okay. This is their, I think they call their one-way button. Yeah. So it can only be unbuttoned, I think. Yeah. I think it's for the sake of safety. Yeah, it only goes this way. It only unbuttons this way and this way. If you try and pull it straight out, well, it still does. Anyway, there is some sort of special button to this. Made in the USA. And here's the moment of truth. There it is.
Cadê?
So it's
Nossa.
made by Base Camp. It's called the Z065. And there's a rubber band. They wrap the micarta handle. Ooh, look at that. So can you see they used relatively flat scales, but looks like they they contoured some of that out so that you have more of a swell
Chega
right
mais
there.
perto da câmera pra gente ver melhor.
So can you
Isso.
see? They shaped some of it so that you can kind of have a swell in the middle. It feels pretty awesome in hand. I have large size gloves, so let's see if I can show that. So definitely extra large should be okay, I guess, Peter. But this comes out so much, it might start to crowd. I don't know. Looks like you could definitely choke up on it. So you've got enough of a ricasso there for some more detailed work. It's got a very nice little angle there. So the blade stock looks pretty doggone thick. So let me see if it's worth comparing to the little fake parangs that I have. If I could even find them, I think some of them are up here.
Que você foi buscar?
Okay, so this is, I mean, this is like, look at how crappy the sheath is. I mean, like, I'm pinching it shut, but I mean, look at how loose it is. Anyway, this is the UST, which I had just said I like, but this is super duper cheap. But I paid, I think, like $10 for this. I think it's probably like a $15 parang or something. So let's compare. So you can see the similarity. This one has even less of a sharpened edge there. This is I believe this is the Marbles. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a bolo. This bolo thing is interesting though, because it's sharpened 270 degrees or whatever you call that. It's sharpened all the way around, which is interesting. I thought that I had gotten the parang. I guess I didn't. I guess I got the bolo. I think I might also have the parang. Well, anyway. See, like I said, I just lose track. I really don't remember which one I did and didn't get. I thought I had actually gotten the parang as well, but apparently I did not. It would appear I did not. Anyway, but this is definitely the parang with this hideous. I mean, I will not consider that. This is not a hideous sheath. This is a hideous sheath. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this movement. I mean, look at that. Oh, I wonder if this is supposed to fit in deeper, because I realize it's barely in there. I wonder if this is supposed to fit the handle as well. There we go. Okay. It was, after all. Okay, so now it does have some retention. Okay, see, now it is to the end. Okay, I was wrong. It's still a bad sheath, but not quite as hideous as I had thought originally. But anyway, let's get back to the knife in hand. This, they put on sale for $109, which is a good deal, $109. They had lowered the price. That's a good deal, I would say, for Tops. I mean, Tops is overpriced, but you're paying for their warranty. Basically, even if you misuse it, they, just out of pride, they'll take it back. So this is kind of this. I mean, as a joke, I say this is my zombie knife, but let's face it, this is the actual zombie knife, because this thing is going to be indestructible. The way Tops makes their knives, their reputation precedes them. And it's a true Kydex, I believe. Yeah, it feels like it. And then, of course, it comes with their whistle. And I thought that it came with the fire starter for some reason, but I guess not. So okay, so there's that. All right, so there's my new bed knife. So I keep a axe. So I know it seems a little ridiculous. Can you see the axe hanging on the wall? Wait, can you?
A luz atrapalha.
Scene. Okay, so anyway, I guess you can't really see the axe, but I keep an axe by the bed, and I was keeping my chopper by my bed. The expat knives libertariat. If you can see that, that was my bed knife, but I think my new bed knife is going to be this parang. And the reason is because if I happen to survive an earthquake that happens suddenly in the middle of the night and I have to chop my way out, I want to have something to chop my way out of and, survive. I know, that's how I think. It's crazy, right? I mean, one day, you guys know what it's like growing up in California. I mean, my entire life, we were told, hey, any day now, the big one's going to hit, the big one. And, we did drills and stuff, and we were just convinced the big one was going to hit. And I have awesome earthquake karma too. I always miss the major ones, like by a day. I'll go to Northern California, and then something huge will hit in Southern California, and then vice versa. I'll leave, and then the next morning, it's like, oh, huge earthquake. I'm like, wow, I have awesome earthquake karma. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think this is the fantasy machete. And that should be it, I think. Here we go. SMKW sticker. Make sure there's no more stickers inside these ads. Sometimes you have to open these ads up to make sure there's no stickers in them.
O pessoal tá fazendo. O pessoal foi a risada aí no chat.
Yeah, I think that's it for the stickers.
Acabou?
And then the antifungal thing. I don't know how these things are antifungal. Micro pack. Enhanced PE sheets. I'm not sure how that prevents fungus. Hate to think that there's some like toxic fungicide on there. Okay, so that's that. And just when you think you're done, they drag you back in. Okay, so.
É o acumulador de caixas.
All right. What should I use? Okay, I'm gonna use the crappy UST parang. Let's see if this thing even has an edge.
Oh.
Okay, this is safe. Safety first, everybody. It appears to have an edge to some degree, but not much. Okay. Somewhat of an edge.
Mm.
This is just turning into pure comedy. This is turning into a clown show now. But machetes don't actually have to have that keen of an edge, because you're just hacking away at shrubbery. They have specific purposes. This is not for fine detailed work.
Dá esse dedo. Vai.
Yay! Okay, there we go. Should have been it. Almost. Yay! Okay, got it. So that's how good the edge is. Just so you guys, in case you're wondering, what kind of edge does the UST? I mean, look at all the scratches on the blade. I mean, what kind of metal is this? Look at how many scratches are all over. Look at how messy the grind lines are. It's so hilarious. But again, I got this at Ross. I just saw it hanging there. I was like, all right, that's it. I'm grabbing it. Just because it's funny. And also just as a comparison, I just wanted to see, compare it to a real parang when I, one day when I actually get one, which I didn't expect to buy that. But it went on sale on National Knife Day. So I said, all right, cool, let's go for it. Let's see. What is this? No way. It actually came. Guys, I didn't announce this on the channel because I'm selfish, but I don't know why. As far as I could tell, the 20.5 wasn't available anywhere. Everyone was sold out. And then the day after National Knife Day, I don't know how long it's been up, but SMKW has a whole bunch of 20.5s. I didn't even notice it until the day afterwards. And then so I just immediately ordered it. I actually wanted to get that shark's foot one, but they were out of those, and they only have the fully serrated shark's foot. Here's the Friends knives sticker. And so I was like, okay, well, I'd like the look of the drop point better anyway. But I decided, okay, I'll go for it. Okay. Ooh, new stickers, Narwhal and Nemo. Why? Why though? What does that have to do with knives? Nemo and Narwhal? Clownfish? Narwhal? Unicorn? I don't know. SMKW, the regular one. And another Friends. And that's it. Okay. So finally, I've been wanting the Shark Lock ever since the original 80/20 came out. And then when the production one came out, I was like, I got to get it. And some people are like, you really want to pay that much for OS 10? You know, you're not paying that much for OS 10. You're paying that much for the intellectual property, patent, and action of the Shark Lock. So, oh look, it's a Velcro thing. It actually peels off. But yeah, I mean, I just don't think it's reasonable. So this was 150. I just do not think that it's reasonable to think, oh, I'm paying 150 for an OS 10. No, you're paying 150 for the machining and everything involved in the Shark Lock. In my opinion, that's my opinion. Look at that. Demco. It's smaller and thinner than I expected. Oh, wow. Really, really cheap feeling plastic. That just feels so disappointing. Look at it. There's almost nothing to it. That is very disappointing. So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The action's pretty good, yeah. Let's see if I can. Yeah. The action's wow. The action's pretty good. I'm kind of screwing it up right now. I'm just not used to it yet, but yeah. I mean that just feels disappointing. That is just a tiny amount of, I think it's GRN, isn't it? Or no. I think they're using the same factory as Cold Steel. I think it's Grivery, which is just their brand name of GFN. I mean, as I understand it, FRN and GFN are literally the same material, but they have to name it different things. And then that's why they name it Grivery. So, okay, it's bedtime. Army Barracks Ninja. Okay. Kubi uses the OS 10 with TI sub 100. It's definitely to pay the name, but it makes you happy. Green light. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I got it purely. I wanted to try the Shark Lock, and I got to say, so far, I love it. I mean,
parece que vai manchar essa faca.
How thin that is. All right, good night, guys. Senior drill instructor Hartman, or what is it? I am your senior drill instructor, Sergeant Hartman, and the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be, sir. Okay, good night, Christine, and okay, ladies and gents, time for, look at this, time for shower and bed, and then he says, that's the first. Oh my gosh. Guess it depends on whose house you're in. Yeah, I look forward to hearing your strong opinions on that. I would love to hear your take on it. I ain't taking that blame. She can cut back a little Debbie or two. Sure. Okay, you guys are just talking craziness. Even if it's still up, I just spend the QC chase first. Real knife purchases in a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm coming in at the end of this conversation. Now, John, you got to own it and savor feeling. Sorry, baby. That's just how I roll in the hang. What? It's a machete Sandrin? Sandrin, as in the Sandrin knife with the yeah. I see what you mean with the horrible grind lines, because the Sandrin is that 100% carbide knife. That did you see the cut test that Cedric and Ada channel, the Australian guy? Did you see the cut test? It took him forever. That carbide, that Sandrin knife, woof! It just took it. It took it like a champ. I mean, it's. I believe it set the new record for all of the knives. Strange looking pocket clip. Awesome action. I mean, I got it for the action, and so far I'm satisfied with the action. Is it worth $150? You know, curiosity is a bitch. So let's see. It does push out the blade just a little bit, but it's smooth. I mean, this is even smoother than the cold steel production knives. Yeah. So I'm using my thumb too, just to see. Oops. I'm not using the thumb studs at all. But yeah, the thumb studs work even better. Oh, you know what? The thumb studs work even better for flicking. Way better than the fuller. Yeah. Thumb studs, just for me, the thumb studs are placed perfectly at that fulcrum point. It definitely flicks way better with the thumb stud, just as I feel it. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm pleased. But I mean, look at that thin, tiny wafer of GFN or Grivery. The centering looked like it's okay. Are there nested liners? Let's see.
Chega mais perto, amor. Tá muito longe. Isso.
Yeah, there's nested liners. Okay, so there are nested liners. Let's see if there's any. Nope, there's no squeeze. I mean, as you can see, there's a little bit of flex, but otherwise it is pretty stiff because there are liners. So can you see that? There is some flex, but I'd consider that pretty minimal. I don't know. Is that a lot or a little? I'd say it. To me, it feels sturdy and stiff for the most part. Okay, I think I finished. I think I did. Yeah, I think so. All right, so definitely the highlight is going to be the Tops Base Camp Parang and the 80-20.5, I would say, are the highlights. And the low point is a little bit too obvious with the Master Cutlery. Oh my gosh, look at the threading is already coming undone. Look at. See, that's extra fringe. That fringe is for decoration. This is the low point, but it's to be expected. I mean, look at those serrations. I mean, they're actually sharp, though, the serrations. It doesn't look like they are. And you know what's weird? These serrations are not chiseled. I thought serrations are supposed to be chiseled around. Oh, you know what it is? They're mostly just needlepoint. I think the inside. Yeah.
Corta nada.
The inner part. It's not really serrations. They're mostly just sort of sharp points. I don't think it's an actual serration. I don't have any cordage, but I doubt it would actually cut any cordage. Or not doubt. Maybe some of those points could. I mean, there's just this nasty oil here. but I'm going to leave it on there to protect my zombie sword from being overtaken by the rust monster.
Good night.
Eles vêm?
Não, só o Zaman que é Zeman,
Quem
sei lá
vem?
como é que é. Ah, olha o chat. Não sei pronunciar o nome. Eu tô no banho. Eu sono. Ai, preguiça.
Você com sono?
Amor, que vergonha essa faca, essa
É,
espada. Ah,
a
horror.
espada é muito, muito, muito. Ah, 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 como se diz? É muito barato, é super barato.
É por isso. Não corta nem um coco.
Pensa, essa faca pequena é mais barato do que a espada.
Não. E muito
Think
boa essa
about it.
faca.
This
Amor,
this
eu
tiny little
amei.
knife is twice as
I
much
love
as
the
the
knife.
zombie sword or the machete.
Oh,
But
shit.
actually, that illustrates my point. In all seriousness, that's why I do like to get these things, because that's a pretty sizable chunk of sharpened steel for a ludicrously small amount of money. And eventually, you pay more for better fit and finish, right? Better quality materials, better fit and finish, more original ideas, more useful ideas. I mean, the usefulness of these finger choils, right? The usefulness of this jimping, the usefulness of this knife, the usefulness of the sheath, right? The usefulness of the cord, of the lanyard, all of it is better put together, justifying that this is twice the price. This has literally none of those it doesn't have any good qualities, material, bad workmanship, bad fit and finish, bad ideas in terms of everything, but literally just the sheer weight of the materials. It's a big ass piece of sharpened metal. It's technically, this is more value in that sense, in that for hacking away in an irresponsible way, which is how most people use their tools, this will give you more value in a sense, because you can get 10 of these, right? And you will probably spend a lifetime before you finally break the last one. Anyway, that's just my opinion on that. Oh, yeah, let me show you the case. So it looks like, there's Velcro here. Oh, and the additional clip. Okay. They're cloth. And so look at how nice this is. It's got some flex to it, as you can see, and there's actually 2 pockets. So it makes me think you're supposed to put one. Makes me think you're supposed to do it like this, like that. Put the clip in one, and then the rest of it in the other. Makes me think that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. But this might be my new fidget knife.
Good.
Look at that. Just so you know, it even is lockable. Look at that. See? You can even lock it. Can you see that? Can you see? You can lock it. So this is pretty much, again, aside from the Oz 10 and the miserably thin Grevery, this is pretty good value otherwise, considering the Shark Lock is something that is, an otherwise pretty expensive item to get your hands on. No one else is allowed to use it for now. So, pretty decent box. Actually, it's a pretty nice box. Reminds me a lot of the Benchmade box, maybe even a little bit thicker. Tops Knives Certificate of Manufacture and Authenticity. 101% hand finished in the USA. This model is the something original purchaser. So I don't know what that's all about.
Chega mais
Care and
perto.
feeding of your new Tops knives. tops knife. So it's $10.95. Clean as often as required. Do not remove handles. Cleaning the linen micarta. Standard Windex or 409 cleaner. Look at that. Place the liquid on a clean cloth. Rub rigorously on both handles. Allow to air dry. Repeat if necessary. Clean as often as required. I didn't know you can clean micarta with Windex. Most tops knives are made of 1095. 1095 easily resharpened. Angle for small knives is 18 to 20, 20 to 25 for large knives. Factory edge. We are happy to do it for free of charge. Wow. Not made for throwing. Prying with a knife tip is not recommended. Okay, so they do free sharpening as long as you pay for shipping and handling. So.
Ok.
Okay.
Olha o chat.
Yeah. I think I'll try and catch up on the chat now. I'm sure there's a ton of it. Otherwise, I'm done with the unboxings for now.
Senta. Vai.
Oh, okay. I guess I ran out. I can't even go back all the way to the beginning. Those serrations are right up where you're going to be chopping at your halyards. Okay, and John was scared. Why you gotta make fun
Amor,
of the
você não
baby
vai voltar
banter?
tudo, não, né?
I can't wait to get the baby banter.
Puta.
The baby banter is awesome for reals, though. Yeah, I was gonna get the baby banter today, but they ran out of the purple one, which is the one I really want. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. That Flex, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. None of us are skilled enough to use it while battling through the bamboo forest and running along the tips of the bamboo, right? It was Mother's Lucky Machete. And Peter's scared. I'm sorry, Peter, no more fake lichen. I'm hurting the baby manter. Oh, gosh. He's making fun of the baby manter. Why, just because Peter likes it? I mean, I'm glad. I mean, it's a huge endorsement from Peter, considering how he hates small knives. It's from Bud K, isn't it? No, it's actually not. It's from SMKW. But yeah, it's basically shameless. Yeah, stainless, right? Why is all other versions mini and the banter gets the baby? Cute rhyming marketing. Hey, it's great marketing. I agree. I thought the same thing. Why does everyone get mini or micro or small and it gets baby banter? Phenomenal marketing. How about that? Like literally. Yeah, alliteration. It's not rhyming, but it's alliteration. Yeah, baby banter. Absolutely. I think it's genius. I am sitting here in tears, John. You made fun of the baby banter, the baby nanter. Anyone else anticipating the Baby exclusive Black Blade Jade G10 baby banter? Yeah, probably. But I think, well, if you have Jade, you can dye it purple. And maybe I should get the Jade one instead, huh? Yeah, Cthulhu. I think that's how it's Cthulhu. Alliteration, that's it. Yeah.
Amor, é muito comentário. Pega os últimos. Já tem gente que nem tá na live mais.
Ok? Tem problema
Tem
com a
pessoas
internet?
que já foram embora da live. Não adianta você responder. Pega os
Você?
últimos comentários. Você tá respondendo comentário lá de 1 hora atrás.
Oh, wait, here. Let me go back to 50/50 since I'm not showing anything right now. Wait, no, it's not the right one. It's this one. Yeah, here we go. Okay. When does that drop? That's a good question. When does that drop? Is that the one with the designs on the blade? I think that's yet a different one. Yes, Blade HQ needs some plays. They have worn that one out. It's faking like. Okay. Cthulhu. Oh, Cthulhu. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Okay. Cthulhu. Oh, God. How do you guys know how to pronounce it? Jeez. You guys are like all like, oh, it's just my demonology phase. Great. Okay. I'm assuming they'll make one. Don't know for sure. Okay. I call Ben Peterson Ben Banter and always have. Yeah, a lot of people do. Some guy left a comment on my video saying that I should at least know his name if he's sending me something. Jeez. Yeah, just trolls, self-righteous trolls. It's the internet has become a space for incels and trolls. I'm taking a drink every time I hear a beep. Oh, really? Oh, there it is. You're right. Oh, okay. I just heard it. I don't even hear it anymore. You spoke. We owe him a Coke. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to rip him a new one, but left a nice comment instead. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Don't feed the trolls. We used to say, yeah, I see what you mean, brother. Right? Old Howard Phillips is rolling in his grave. Don't know who Howard Phillips is from Mamas and Papas. Christine, that's also I might have to call him that now. Yeah, I think a lot of people call him Ben Banter. I believe that. I think that's kind of a big part of how he came to name it the Banter, because people were literally calling him Ben Banter from the Knife Banter show. I believe that's what that was about.
Amor, esse povo já foi embora.
Eles embora? Okay.
Já! A
Holy crap,
Christine,
Matt! You are going to be shit faced. I
já
know,
foi
right?
embora.
The elder ones be pissed. Waha. Let's see. Super pissed. Apparently, I'm collecting penguins. Really? We have somehow ended up with 4 different ones. Why stop there? You mean the QSB penguin? The thing is, I got the penguin like fairly early on, just because I couldn't resist. It was micarta. It's such a good deal. And then since then, and I didn't get the denim micarta at the time. I don't know why. I just decided I wanted, and then I regretted it right away. I wanted the denim one. And then since then, they've come out, I think, with a red micarta one. So I'm just like, I don't want to get another one just cause, But it's the penguin is just an incredible value. Probably one of the best value knives out there in terms of you're getting micarta, phenomenally smooth action, totally drop shutty. My favorite is the Gene micarta. Exactly. I was like, maybe I should have gotten that. Hollywood at the Edge of Madness. Is that the name of a novel or something? The comments are anarchy. The patients have taken over the asylum. Yeah, well, you're in there, and you know how you stir the pot. So, yes, it is, Peter. I'm loving the titanium one. Giving my next review. Let's see something. Let's D2 S35. Oh, you got each upgrade of steel. There's a 154 CM one.
Gosh. Gente, tá longe.
I don't know. I'm not a big steel person because I just don't use my knives. I don't see the point. For me, it's enough to have literally a small handful of high-end steels if and when I might need it. But otherwise, I try to use my disposable utility blades as much as I can, that's just collecting for me. If I were to upgrade to the D10, the S35, and the 154, that would literally just be collecting for collecting's sake, just to say I have it, because I certainly would never use it, plus the handle varieties, right? Okay. Yep, I have the Gene micarta one also, and Mrs. Zeman stole my green micarta. Well, yeah, that's the one I have, and I bought her the copper one. Oh, yeah, I tried to check out the whole copper route, and I found out that I heard it again finally. It's just so impractically heavy. That is a great knife, Hollywood. Is the TI one all TI, or does the TI over steel liners? Do they really do titanium over steel liners? Is that a thing? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, it looks like a fun chopper. Yeah, the Libertarian. Speaking of, a rival high school growing up was the Trojans. We called their marching band the Rubber Band. Yeah. Hey, I went to Cal, so we always had a lot of fun with USC. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, you guys are just going to go off on that. There it goes again. And now I'm starting to hear it. Great. You guys are going to make me start hearing it again. I had like successfully become immune to it. Why? It looks like we need to get Hollywood some coconuts. Coconuts? You mean like as a bra? Coconut chopper for sure. Oh yeah, the expat libertarian. Yeah, the rubber band. Okay, you're on my brainwave. Oh. Okay, just the scales are TI Winchester, liners are steel. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was a thing. I thought the TI was always just the full frame as well. Oh yes, that would top a coconut pretty nice. Yeah, nicely, naively. Yes, naively.
Acelera aí que você tá longe.
What's this? TWSS.
Meu Deus.
The sound the titanium penguin makes so good though. Really? Oh, so there's a titanium penguin as well? Wow. Yeah, that's another thing I don't get. Not only do I not get liner locks and frame locks, it's like in today's day of, look at I'm not going to pull it out now, but the shark lock, you've got your axis lock, your button locks. I do not get liner locks and frame locks. I really, really don't. And the other thing I don't get is the whole titanium thing. You pay a huge premium for it. I've got the A. Purvis knives. It's a frame lock. It's nice. I get it. But I'd rather have, like, my Carta, for that matter. When's the video posting? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, well, wait. I think it's not just 2 slabs of titanium. Peter, do the Migrons go to Kev next? Okay, so yeah, you guys are talking about the pass around. The zombies flee out of respect. There's no, what's this? There's no are in chopper. Get to the chopper. Bed knife. Yes, everyone needs a bed knife. LA is rough. Yes, it is. It is rough. You're right. 2 slabs of TI Blade HQ spec. Okay, so it is after all. Okay. The axe. That axe seems like a Final Destination moment waiting to happen in Hollywood. Final Destination. God, that movie was so corny. I mean, I saw it years afterwards. I was like, is that what the big deal was? They made like 7 of those. The JX5 is always in reach. Oh, there you see? Bed knife to break up the bed so it will flush. Oh my gosh, bro. You always gotta say something wild. You're all right. Blade HQ specs be lying. Oh, okay. Maybe it's incorrect. My 4 years in Cali, I stayed below the. How can you be below the San Diego border? What, you mean all the way over by
Amor, fecha aí. Barulho.
Okay. I just watched San Andreas. Even The Rock wouldn't be able to save you guys. I haven't seen that movie yet. Plan to film it tomorrow, hopefully latest Saturday. Okay, I need to make sure I'm subbed to you. I can't remember if I am. I'm subbed to so many people. Let me make sure you break.
Good night, JN.
Friend for life. Oh my God, you guys are being wild. We have earthquake all the time. Some we just don't feel. Yes, that's right. There's earthquakes in California more or less every day. It's just that I think anything under, a 4.0 right abouts is where you just don't feel it. So, yeah. Quite the unboxings. Thank you. And I just heard thunder here that compared to an earthquake. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know where you are, but I was out in Kansas visiting some friends, and the thunder was so bad it set off car alarms all over. Just chopped the box. Yeah. You'd like that. Wasn't that hilarious how rough that was in my experience? To be self-conscious about her weight after breaking bed ninja. Oh, my gosh. You guys are being so weird. New channel unboxing knife. Absolutely. No, please don't. Unlabeling. Yeah. It's a machete sandry. Yeah, that's the sad thing. No, John, you got to own it and save her feelings. Sorry, baby. That's just how I roll.
Entendi pouco isso aí.
Okay, wait, seriously. Você precisa praticar inglês, né?
You not teach me to speak English. Oh, fuck. Quem é que tá te ligando?
Even if it's still up, I just spend the cheese on the QC chase. First real knife purchase in a minute. I ain't taking the blame. She can cut back a little Debbie or two. I'm trying to figure out. I can't understand your lingo, bro. This unboxing just turned for the reals. Okay. I have strong feelings about the 20.5. It depends on whose house you're in. I'm not sure what the cutting down on a Debbie. I don't know what a doobie is. That what it's been for me? Okay. We saw this, and let's see. Army barracks. Good night. Good night. Good night. It's a very expensive cold steel. Yeah, indeed. Okay, and oops. Just skipped ahead again. Let's see if I can go back. I hate it when it skips around like that. Oh, it really skipped on me. Where am I? There it is. Okay. Take care. And Senor Pedro. Then it's Uncle Sam's bed and F it. Okay, I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. There are three conversations. Yeah, no kidding. The DLT Kapara is the smoothest knife I own. Really? The Kapara, the Spyderco Kapara? Isn't that a frame lock? Again, I cannot do, especially with Spyderco, when they have the compression lock, which is fantastic. Plus, she climbed out of the window in embarrassment. Yeah, you are so zany, John. Oh, and I'm alone in the chat again. F off, gremlins. Oh my gosh. If Asher knives can stay under $100, this one could and should have. Marcos, I get your point. You're probably right, but again, we're talking about the shark lock. So yeah, is it worth paying $50 for a shark lock? That's where you have to make your decision. But the intellectual property on the shark lock is worth it. I'm assuming the machining on the shark lock is probably not a joke. I mean, it's probably something pretty serious. I'm just a hard sleeper, Sarge. Oh, okay. So look at that. You agree with him. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get your point, and you should think that they could. If Asher knives can do it, you should think. But again, it's the key point here is shark lock. All right, my crazy knife fam off disease line. Okay, good night, man. And used to be a little, but the little wouldn't do it, so the little got more and more. Okay, you're so zany, dude. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, here we go. Frey, speak of the devil. I bought some jorts with Frey. I bought them as a joke, but I plan on rocking those bad boys. I'm not jorts, so like shorts, jean shorts. Catch y'all on the next one. Mr. Brownstone, they're the ones who are working at the pizza place. Classic GNR song. Okay. Well, that Guns N' Roses started just down the street here on Sunset. So I live on Sunset. If you keep going down, that's where the whiskey is. And that's where they started off, along with Skid Row and Poison and all those other hair metal bands. I'm not really into them, but played on the jukebox a lot, Ninja. My roommate was into that, so she used to go down there. He won't leave me alone. Played at full volume during morning prep, actually. Lots of simpatico in here tonight. Yeah, that's great. Okay. I just keep trying to gob it a little better, said a little better than a biff. Oh, you're doing song lyrics. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wouldn't know. I never understand what people are saying in songs. Medicinal knife? Looks like garbage, Hollywood. Send it my way and I'll dispose it for you. Are you talking about the 20.5? Yeah, right. Have some Coke on my dime, Winchester. I meant a not some. Vigorously now. Okay. What is this? I see everything twice. Why he go backwards? I see everything twice. H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft died a couple of years ago, and there's actually a really cool documentary on him. If you're into him, it's a really cool documentary. It's at the Mountain of Madness, and it shows him making the most recent Aliens film. Yeah, the mountains. Thank you, Manchester. This is paintingly meta. Yeah, I don't pay all the dollar for my.
Really?
So you mean you on eBay you get them at a good. Okay, eyelids closing. Good night. Good night. Think so. And I believe I'm caught up. Okay, so where are we at? If there's nothing else, folks, I'm caught up with comments, and I gave you all laughs for the stuff I could understand anyway. I mean, especially John, I couldn't understand what the heck he was talking about. So I think I will go to bed flipping my 20.5. Yay! By the way, I'd say that I'm getting more and more. Oh yeah, and I'm going to show you one last thing too. I know I've showed this, and I can't stop thinking about it because it is such a weird knife. So this is that knife from W.G. Collins, W.C. Collins. It's not flickable at all. It's a two-handed knife because the detent is stiff. Fit and finish is pretty bad, but that distal taper and that 11 degree grind, even the grind itself is pretty pretty wonky. But I mean, I'm kind of excited about this distal taper and the really acute grind. Fit and finish on the micarta is not so great. I mean, that clip is not so great. It's got some pretty huge screws there. Not sure how well it's going to carry, but I am slightly, the comparison between these two is just fit and finish on this is terrible, but the grind looks pretty nice. This is just an OS 10 blade. Ooh, that's a lot of oil. Wow, the grind on that looks really pretty even too. I heard John does the grinding himself on the blades. John Demko. Yeah, that's pretty fidgety.
I just Winchester, my friend.
Okay, I don't think so. You sure did good materials, low prices. Thanks, Hollywood Times. Appreciate you and La Bella Dama. Okay. That's one. Adios, Mariana. Take it easy, compadre. Okay, guys. Good night. So that's gonna be my fidget knife tonight. And fala tchau.
Bye-bye.
Canta.
Vou cantar sua música. Jogue suas plantas de mel.
Mexe bunda no chão. Mexe bunda no chão. Vai.
Amor, para. Mas só se você mexe a sua bunda.
Sim.
A bunda que você não tem.
Eu vou.
My Kitty. My Kitty. Gatinha.
All right, good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, I definitely like the action on that. All right, good night.
Good night.